Hello, thank you for so much for joining us on Philly by Night, our Trunklings table, for a side session with Cal Anderson. The following trigger warnings will be included: violence, disciplines used against PCs, um, a potential loss of limbs, and possible gore. If any more trigger warnings come up, we shall add them in. But we are going to go into the junkling session. Catch these and Cal. As you are arousing from day sleep, you do not feel your hunger deepen. It has your beast has remained calm. And oddly enough, you can almost feel it kind of settling very comfortably in your chest. Because you indulged it quite a bit the previous night, didn't you? You went out of your way, or you made sure to commit quite a bit of violence to indulge, to pull out your claws and so the hour before sundown. What's going through his head?
Um, a lot. There is a little bit of pride in himself. And finally, in his own mind, proving himself to Kodari because he's kind of felt like he hasn't been useful, and he felt very useful in that fight as he was leading it, and he felt like he was giving aid to his allies, and he got to pop his claws for the first time. The first time he's probably have done it, other than the first time he's learned how to do it. So it's a bit of like an excitement slash happiness of I did it. Also the slight thing of I'm sad I had to do it because we don't know what happened to that person. Make him go into that, but he's still at least a little bit. It's a happy sadness that he was able to put the creature out of his misery.
Okay. So what does Cal do for like the hour before sundown?
So he is in the Coterie Haven, right?
Yes.
He's just probably going to stylize his room a little bit. He probably hadn't had a chance to do it. So he's just putting up probably a posters, accessorizing. It's not a big space, but he's going to make it his own.
Yeah, that makes sense. So what kind of stuff does he put up? Like what's he a fan of? Is he a nerd or is it more like casual stuff?
It's more casual stuff. The only thing he's super nerds out about is forestry stuff. So the probably most stuff he's putting up is like a picture of like a forest with like a sunset or something. Um, other different types of like trees, plants, stuff like that. Mostly pictures like that. Probably a picture of a wolf howling at the moon, stuff like that.
Hmm. I see. So he probably has one of those posters of a whole lot of trees lined up that have the different names and
One
different
hundred
kinds
percent,
of trees that they are. Yeah.
definitely.
As you are decorating and you are looking around, you would find under your bed that there is a very neat nest made by Acorn, who has hoarded quite a few things beneath your bed.
Uh, He's gonna sigh, but he's not gonna touch it 'cause he doesn't want to have to fight a squirrel. He's just gonna make sure there's nothing bad under there in terms of it will attract other rodents. He's gonna clean that up. But if it's just like obscure stuff that's not gonna attract any type of creatures or anything like that, he'll leave it there.
Go ahead and give me a wits and awareness. I mean, wits and investigation. Sorry.
I'm so bad at that. Okay.
Gonna get good, son.
I leave the investigation to everyone else.
Gonna start bullying you.
Nice, here we go. 1.
You can't really see anything that you can imagine would attract like insects. It looks like it's like various things that were brought in from the outside. You distinctly remember your Familis complaining about the absolute lack of any kind of smell outside of like dust in here when you first came in. So, yeah, it doesn't look like anything that's too worrying.
Yeah, if that's the case, he's not gonna worry about it. Then he's gonna look for where his Familis actually is.
You start to feel something crawling up your back.
He'll look. Hey, buddy.
Hey, last night was scary.
Yes, it was. Where did you go when it all happened?
I hid.
Well, I knew you hid, but where did you hide?
It wouldn't be a very good hiding spot if I told you where it was.
But what if I need to come find you?
Then you're not a very good hide and seek person, are you?
Godly, I don't know what to do with you.
You had all the shiny stuff in it. It's fine.
I found your nest under my bed,
You didn't touch it, did you?
and if I did,
I would fight you.
that would be rude.
Yes, my stuff. You shouldn't be touching my stuff.
It's in my room, so technically it's mine.
No. No, that's not how that
Yes.
works. No.
That's definitely how that works.
No.
Yes,
This isn't your room.
this is my
Your
room.
room smells different. Your room smells like dirt.
I have 2 rooms. I have this room and my room at home.
That doesn't make any sense.
How does that make? I have 2 rooms. You could have more than one thing. Like you have more than one acorn.
Listen. Acorns are different than rooms. I don't live in an acorn.
Still, what if I made you 2 tree houses? I mean, you have 2 tree houses.
Well, then I'd have a treehouse and a vacation treehouse.
That's still 2 tree houses, though.
But they're different.
Still the same thing.
Not really.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You're allowed to be wrong. It's okay. You can admit it. This is a safe space.
You're also allowed to be wrong. This is a safe space for you too, buddy.
No.
Yes.
No, I saw you. You were
saw
scary.
me. Yeah, I can tell. I had to be scary to protect the people I care about.
He doesn't really respond to that, but you can't really see him because he's kind of clinging onto your back.
Are you going to come be on my shoulder or stay on my back?
I don't know yet.
Are you scared of me?
He doesn't answer.
We'll pull out some of his favorite cashews and hold them in front of him.
Give me a charisma plus animal can.
Yay. I'm actually really, and I get my specialty in squirrels.
Yes.
This is a nice size pool. Okay, so 4.
Okay. He will. He will. It takes a moment, but he will come out from hiding on your back, and he will accept the offering of cashews and just start nibbling at them from your hand. As you
See,
are watching him, you will kind of realize that he hasn't seen you fight very much, if at all. He's a young squirrel, and you became a vicious predator, and he watched you become a vicious predator.
buddy, you know I'm not gonna do that to you, right?
Eats the nuts.
Now you're ignoring me.
It's not polite to talk with food in your mouth.
Oh, you actually learned manners for once.
Fuck you.
Who taught you that language?
Moon.
That does not surprise me whatsoever.
Continues eating.
I know it was scary, buddy, but sometimes I have to be scary to protect people I care about. That includes you.
But what if you do?
If I do what?
What if you do hurt me?
Don't think I'm ever gonna hurt you, dude.
You were really scary.
Yeah, I was. But I had to be.
You keep saying you had to be.
If I wasn't scary, my friends could have got hurt. I could have gotten hurt. You couldn't have gotten hurt. So I had to.
That thing you fought was scary too.
Yeah, it wasn't like me anymore. It was something worse.
It smelled like you.
Yeah, it just lost all of its mind. It was no longer conscious of what it was anymore. It was a predator, a true monster that had no conscience like I do.
You can eat the last of the cashews and then crawl back up onto your shoulder. I can still kick your ass.
You can dream, buddy.
I know Kung Fu. I know Kung Fu better than you.
I how many times I gotta tell you to stop watching those movies?
You never will stop because they're the best movies and you leave them on.
I don't leave them on. Who leaves them on? I don't. Wait, does Moon like kung fu movies?
The last time Moon tried to touch the TV, she broke the remote.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. She's very bad when it comes to stuff like that.
Does this mean that the apartment is haunted? Does this mean that your actual bed place is like spooky?
No, it's just Moon.
But then who leaves the kung fu movies on?
Not me.
The
I
remote's
don't.
too big for my hand.
Yeah, but you can still hit the buttons.
There's a pause, and then he kind of leans in to whisper, I don't know what they say.
Oh. Oh. I'll look into that. It's probably just me forgetting, or Moon forgetting, or I don't know, the world forgetting. It's fine.
Okay. Then he'll settle into your shoulder.
You feel better, buddy?
A little bit. Where are we going?
We're gonna go see Moon. I'm gonna go kick her in the face.
Okay. Maybe that white thing will be there.
The white thing?
The Ernie.
Oh,
I
the.
can fight Ernie.
Okay, before you fight Ernie, let me ask first, because Ernie might not want to fight you.
Ernie tried to fight me last time I saw him.
Yeah, because you're very antagonistic.
No, Ernie was mean.
Okay, to be fair, you were very mean to.
Ernie bit me.
He bit you?
Yeah.
Okay, beats ass.
Good, because I was going to do it anyway.
That's fair. Also, you really like messing with Melano.
Melano is fun.
You say some very toxic things to that dog.
That dog has a stick up somewhere. It's just fun to poke.
This sounds like you want to pull it out and beat them with it half the time.
That would require some.
You'll figure it out.
Yes, I might use your thumbs.
No, I will not do that. That's not gonna happen.
Yet.
No.
Yet.
No.
Yet.
Why do you keep saying yet?
Because we're not at the place where you can pull out the stick. We don't know what you're gonna do yet.
I'm not gonna pull out a stick.
It may not be a stick, it may be something else.
No.
Meh.
Maybe all you want answers still no.
Yeah, there's just some vague chittering. That's more or less mumbling. Nonsensically. But as you are having this argument with your squirrel, you would feel the chill run down your spine, letting you know that the sun has set. And what would you like to do?
I'm going to going to message Moon, be like, where are we meeting?
So you're texting her?
I'm a caller.
Smart. As you are calling her, it takes a couple of rings. Eventually she picks up. What?
So fucking rude. You're always cranky when you wake up.
Yeah, you're the one that calls right when I'm waking up.
I know. Where were we meeting?
I need to hunt first, but let's go Let's meet at Fairmount Park. We can go out to the woods. Fight there. Might get noisy.
Fair. See you soon.
Click.
Wow, she is so rude. All right, buddy. Do you need anything before we leave? Let's down at the squirrel, or let's at his squirrel because on shot.
You would kind of feel him putting some stuff into like the hood of your like I imagine that he's wearing like one of his usual like hoodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel him storing some stuff in your hood.
What are you doing?
Emergency rations.
I already bring you emergency rations.
Cashews aren't emergency rations, they're snacks.
I bring other things other than cashews.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I can do things.
Okay. Well, we're ahead to go. Let's go.
Woo!
And Cal is just going to head to his car, jump in, and he is going to start driving to the park.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a Wits plus drive.
Okay. Oh, wow. 5.
Nice. So you managed to get there fairly easily. It is not difficult to drive. Well, it is. Philly is Philly, so it's still going to be a task driving out. And in the city, especially being where you are, the Academy of Natural Sciences at Drexel, is fairly close to like the central point of the city. So it takes a little maneuvering. You've gotten fairly used to the city, so it's really easy to go and to find to drive to go down, go across one of the bridges to cross Shuckle River and to drive up to Fairmount Park. You pull up, you park. Doesn't really take that long. But as you are parking, and as you are. I'm never going to pronounce any of these names right, I'm sorry. But as you are parking and as you are kind of getting out of your car and orientating yourself, go ahead and give me a wits and awareness.
Okay. 4.
As you are looking around, after having gotten parked in one of the designated parking lots near the area, and walking into the general area of Fairmount Park, you know Fairmount Park. This place is fairly sizable. But you know the more heavily wooded areas of it and where to kind of maneuver to in that regard. So you go over there and you wait. You keep an eye out. And beats it. You just you almost don't see her. But then you catch something out of the corner of your eye, that bright blue of her eyes. And then once you see her, she promptly almost like kind of tackles you into a hug.
He'll turn and catch her. Um, and is trying to stay on his feet while hugging back.
Yeah.
Thought she could sneak up on me?
I usually can.
I've gotten better.
Well, at least they're teaching you something.
Yeah, teaching me something. Growing. You know.
And then you see another figure approaching, and you would recognize it as your blood Uncle Mitch. And his face is very expressive as he signs, "Grow up so fast," and kind of wipes a mock tear from his eye.
He'll sign back. Hey, Uncle Mitch. Yes, I grow up fast.
Then he'll kind of pat your shoulder and sign, "Too tall,"
He'll just sign
because
back
this
too
man's a
short.
short. This man's a short king.
Yeah, he'll sign back too short.
There's like some mock offense on his face for a moment, but he'll give you a very friendly, much warmer smile than Moon is even capable of giving.
Kyle would just give the biggest smile back and one sign. How are you doing?
Good.
Just good. Anything interesting?
Helping food truck.
He'll sign back to like an actual food truck?
No.
What do you mean?
He kind of look. Mitch will look over at Moon, and Moon will kind of sigh. We should go further into the woods for this conversation.
All right, I'll lead the way.
And she will start to lead you down one of the trails. And then promptly go off the trail into the woods, into the heavily forested area. As Cal looks around, and as he is walking through these woods with his sire and his blood uncle, he will see that this place is fairly. It's as well kept as a wild nature area can be. Like you can tell some places have been trimmed back, some there are places that are very bluntly like fenced away to keep people from poking at like wild animal dens, that kind of thing. And once they are safe further in, Mitch will look to Cal, and he will kind of start to sign again. Feeding group.
Look like, oh, you help people feed?
He'll nod.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense.
He'll smile.
Is that like what they call a coterie, right? For the city?
He'll nod again.
Oh, okay. Do you have any like friends on the coterie?
He will once again nod, and he will go on to say, "Moth girl."
Moth girl? Like, does she have like? I don't even know how to explain that.
He'll shrug, and then he will finger spell out Siofra.
You would see like they would see like it's clicks in Cal's head of, oh, I know that person.
And
Cal
then
is
he
just
will
a
go, "And fidget."
fidget. Oh, okay.
And then he will promptly finger spell out Rowan.
Okay. I know both of them. I've met Rowan, haven't met the other one yet, but I've kind of seen her.
He'll nod, and then he'll sign "Good people."
They both seem really cool.
There's another nod. And then he'll sign "Your age." Little older.
They're young like me.
Another nod.
Shit. I probably should try and at least hang out with them at least once or twice or something. I don't know.
There's another shrug, and he'll sign "Busy."
And figured so.
Then you'll hear, "Are you two gonna keep yapping, or do you actually want to fight me? Are you pussying out?"
Owl turns to Moon. Wow, so rude to interrupt our conversation. Can't you see we're talking?
Yeah, I can see that, but you arranged this date with me.
Oh, this is a date now?
You know what I meant.
Oh, do I? Something you want to tell
There-
me?
Her face just scrunches up and pinches.
Yeah, then Cal hits her in the face.
Okay, go ahead and give me a strength plus brawl.
Yeah, she's gonna hurt me. That's the point. I was trying to throw her off guard before I punched her. That is 4.
Okay. Mhm. Okay, so Ty goes a defender, and she was defending.
Oh, her dice pool is way bigger than mine.
Uh huh.
I should have used will. Oh well.
So, as you go to punch her, she will duck and dodge and promptly try and put you into a grapple. Her arms twisting around you, but you manage to throw her off. It's something of a draw. And she grins at you real wide as y'all basically jump apart. Both of you already kind of scuffed up by the dirt from this surprise.
Gotcha. Kyle just gave him the biggest smile and is like in a fighting pose, being like, I'm at the fucking throw some fucking haymakers at your fucking ass.
Mm-hmm. And it's her turn to come at you because she's going to basically run at you and try and uppercut you. Like making you swallow your words.
This is a terrible idea, but I'm gonna punch down her fist.
Go ahead and give me a strength plus brawl.
I'm gonna blood surge because I'm gonna need
Okay.
it. Okay, I don't get hungrier. Let's go. Okay, just blah 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 blah. Can I do math? Yes, I can do math. Okay, that's many. This many. Okay. I will spend will.
Okay.
So I am down one willpower. Crit vision, baby. I don't get it, but it's not a bad roll. So 6.
Okay. That was 6, right?
Yes, 6 straight.
Okay.
I was trying to crit vision, didn't get it.
Alright, so you punch down into her fist. And you could hear some of her knuckles popping and cracking. But you managed to stop her from cracking open your teeth and making you spit them out. So what would you like to do?
Cal is like, oh, I'm doing good. She's probably about to wreck me, so I'm gonna rouse for toughness first.
Okay, go ahead and give me your rouse.
Oh, I am good. And Cal is just going to attempt to tackle her to the ground.
Okay, go ahead and give me a strength plus brawl.
So I'm going for tentacler grapple.
Okay, if you have a grappling specialty in your ball, you may use it.
No, I just have the specialty against Kindred. Um, okay, Cal, that's a good roll. That is 5.
Okay. Right, she's gonna spend a willpower. Does not get it. So you manage to tackle her to the ground. and she's gonna headbutt you in the face. I'm going to subtract 1 dice from your pool because you are currently down.
What am I rolling?
Are you trying to dodge?
Yeah, probably.
What? Okay, then you're gonna have to give me a Dex plus Athletics.
Okay, this is bad. Well, I'm about to get headbutt the fuck out of me. Okay, that is 2. Should have just punched her. Oh well.
Oofda.
Fuck, I should have just punched her.
Let's see, Matt. Got it. Okay.
I'm so glad I got toughness.
How many dots in Fortitude do you have?
Just 2.
Okay. So. She does not have prowess going. So you're very lucky that your sire is going.
Yay.
Okay. You feel your nose crack. You can kind of taste like that your sinuses, you can taste them running down the back of your throat. You're taking 1 superficial damage.
Okay.
Do you continue trying to hold her down?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to need a stab it up plus brawl.
Okay. Can I also take a minor action to heal me nose?
You may rouse.
Okay,
As your minor.
I failed, so my hunger 2.
Okay.
Oh, that. Okay. There's goes the dice rolls. That's terrible. That is 1 success.
Okay.
Willpower would not have helped me. I'm glad I didn't do it.
So she promptly manages to wiggle out and get out of your grip. And then now she's gonna kick you in the face.
To be expected. Cowards to catch the foot.
Alright. Since you're catching something, that's gonna be a Dex plus Athletics.
Oh, athletics. Oh, okay. This is going to hurt. Uh, 2 successes, and I can't re-roll any of it.
Okay. You go to catch her foot, but what I will give you for getting 2 successes and her only getting 3 is that she kicks in your hand rather than your face. You feel this kind of you feel little you know that there are a lot of little bones in your hand. You can feel some of them break or like pop. You feel the bruising. You're taking another superficial damage.
Okay. Cal's gonna just wave his hand for a moment and like kind of open and close it. You're like, okay, good enough. And he's going to take a book out of his Familis's playbook and is going to palm strike her chest.
All right, and she is going to try and grab your arm and pull you into a grapple.
Oh, fun.
So go ahead and give me a Dex plus Brawl.
Going to Blizzard.
Okay, tell me if you get hungrier.
I do not. That's 2 hunger. That is 2 for Dex. That is 3 for Brawl. Blood Surge. And Special. I'm gonna spend will because dice are not liking me anymore.
Okay.
Okay, that is better. That is 5.
Okie dokie.
It went from 2 to 5.
Excellent. Right. She is going to spend willpower. Okie dokie. Let's see. So you feel this growl come from her as you go to strike her chest. She grabs your arm, she twists it, and she pins you into the ground. And she'll pull on your arm and drive your shoulder blade into your back. It doesn't immediately hurt. I mean, it does hurt, but it doesn't do much harm. It is extremely uncomfortable. You can feel her knee on your spine.
Okay, I give.
And she will get up, let go of you, kind of just pat your shoulder. You're getting better.
Stand up. My shoulder. Thank you. I actually hit you for once. Well, so
Yeah, maybe one day when I'm actually using all the stuff that I have, you might actually hit me then too.
Yeah, that doesn't scare me whatsoever.
She'll grin.
Finally learned the fortitude thing that you kept yelling at me to learn.
About time. Need you to be able to survive this world.
Plan. That's probably why I'm not as jacked up at the moment.
I mean, yeah, kinda looks you over. She'll grab your nose and she'll jerk it back into place.
Oh, I already healed that, rude.
Yeah, well, it still looked messed up. Some things don't heal proper.
Thank you. My
See,
amazing
was that so
sire.
hard?
It was. It was very hard.
Yeah, I could see you trying to. I could see you nearly wanting to gag.
100%. That was fun. I got to learn some things. I'm gonna try to do that grapple thing that you did on me.
It's something we can definitely practice. I mean, you could probably use it. It's more of a thing of Moon will gesture to herself. I have to use my size against trees like you.
To be fair, you're so physically stronger than me, so yeah.
I know that, but you have to know how to use your size.
I need to use my giant size against people.
You need to know how to maneuver yourself so you're not so easily caught. You need to be faster.
I'm trying.
Try harder.
Okay, to be fair, last time we did this, I didn't stand a chance. Now I stood at least a little bit of a chance.
Yeah, I didn't beat the ever loving hell out of you.
Is that like your
You want
love
to know why
language
that
or
is?
something?
Do you want to know
Why?
why that is? Because I
Why?
don't want to beat the ever loving hell out of you.
It's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Yeah, and I'm not repeating it.
Oh, I know you care. You can't take that away from me.
You're such a sap.
Look, it's very hard to get nice things out of your mouth, so I'm gonna take everything I can.
Gonna just squints at you. Are you making like innuendos on purpose?
Maybe
Why?
to make you laugh.
Her expression will soften just a little bit. You're adorable, kid.
I know I am. Look, people don't see what I get to see from you, so I'm gonna allow you to see what I can see. You're a good person when you want to be.
Right, right. Uh huh.
Hence why I said when you want to be.
So, what have you and this Cody of yours been up to?
A lot. Um, we're still doing research on all of the different weird flowers that are around town. Um, Last time we went to go fight the white, we were checking some of the fields. We found some stuff, and that's when the white attacked us. Um, I fought against the white. Me and my coterie fought against the white. Did you know that Miss Natasha is so ridiculously badass with a sword?
I did not know Miss King knew how to use a sword, but that sounds. I've heard about Toreador and their blades before, so not too surprising.
I mean, she was good, like really good.
Hmm. Might have to poke her for a fight later.
I didn't. Okay, that's fine. Um, we defeated the creature. We found the Tremere. Found some more research samples that they're going to take to go research on. The sapping had a like a resonance on it or something. It was like a caloric resonance that I was able to smell off of it. It was weird. Most saplings
Hmm.
don't give off resonances.
Is it one of those weird plants?
It was one of those weird plants. Yeah, it was like
Hmm.
when I was checking it, it had a defense system. Whenever we got close to it, it looks like it was going to shoot spikes at us or its thorns at us, more specifically.
Hmm. Sounds like a thorny situation.
You just make a pun. I'm so happy you just made a pun.
I've been spending a lot of time with Benny.
I can tell. How is that going, actually? I know you never talk about it.
Moon will kind of tilt her head from side to side as she thinks about it. The recent assignment is kind of boring, kind of entertaining. I'm
And
following around this weird Tremere. He looks like a kid. Wears sweaters. Always smells like blood.
oh, I don't think I know who that is.
Nah, he's just. I gotta watch him report back to Benny.
Did he? Is he doing something stupid?
Yeah, it's more like something happened to him, and it made him potentially volatile.
That
But then again,
doesn't
he's
sound good.
Tremere. Tremere always do stupid shit like that.
Yeah, I have to do the same thing with my Tremere and my Kudri because they lick the sapling for some reason.
There's just her face like just pinches again in disgust.
Yeah, I gave her a talking to. I now feel like I'm just a dad to them sometimes because I'm now just constantly telling them no.
Yeah, well, Tremere have about as much sense as they do morals. So it makes sense that you would have to be the one with both sense and morals.
I mean, she has them sometimes. It's just other times she feels like she doesn't. But
They're good at pretending.
makes sense. But yeah, I think I now have slight issues with one of the Venture.
Oh?
Yeah, she legit. So me and her were walking, and that's when the white showed up, and she was like, "Go run away and get the others to safety." And I told her, I'm not. Well, basically, I didn't say anything, but I was like, "I'm not finna just leave you." And then I kind of jumped into the fight instead of listening to her, and she had a issue with me not listening to her and fighting instead.
Venture have a hard time when they're not on top.
Made sense. Can't believe she really thought I was just going to listen and run away from a fight.
Eh. It's the, which one?
The gun one, Louisa.
Oh, that one. The one with the, that's, oh yeah, oh, the Mafia one.
She's mafia?
Huh. Something like that. I don't really know the difference.
I knew she was a hit woman, but not mafia hit woman.
You ever listen to her when she speaks Italian?
Not really. She's never spoken Italian around me.
Uh, I had to listen to it when they were doing when she was teaching him how, like the Tremere I'm watching. She taught him how to shoot. And at one point, they all started speaking Italian. She's got a Sicilian accent.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Things are starting to make sense. I know she mentioned that she was talking to helping out a new person, which is now probably that lanky Tremere. Huh.
Yeah,
Oh, did she shoot him or did he shoot her?
yeah.
She didn't heal the bullet. She didn't heal the wound. She just let the bullet inside of her for some reason, which I still don't understand.
Venture are weird. They think just because they are sturdy means that they gotta test how sturdy they are.
She legit told me the way she was trained is you have to shoot a person. So you shoot your instructor for some reason.
I mean, that makes sense.
Don't know. Stop that.
I mean, she should probably have shot him so that he knew what a bullet felt like.
I
It's like when you learn how. It's like when you started getting your feral weapons. I stabbed you.
that was still very rude to this day.
You need to know what you're wielding.
I'm aware of that. You could have warned me. You said you just stabbed me.
Where's the fun in warning you?
Because I thought you were trying to legitimately kill me.
I mean, I already killed you once.
I'd rather not be reminded of that.
There was a grimace. And she'll reach over and she'll very lightly squeeze your shoulder. You're a good kid, Cal. But you gotta know one thing about everyone that is your age. And every sire that you... That new friend you made? That person that they idolize? That person killed them.
Yeah, I get that. It's less that I idolize you and more that I want to beat you into the ground for killing me.
Well, then you're gonna have to work harder now, aren't you?
I've been working very hard.
I can tell. You're doing good, kid.
That is the plan. There are days where I want to hug you, and other days I want to suffocate you.
Well, I don't breathe. But you do. So I can certainly try and suffocate you. That could be fun.
That's not fun. That is not fun.
I don't know, you suggested it.
Yeah, for me to suffocate you, not for you to suffocate me.
I don't breathe.
Like, okay, cool. Other suffocation, rip off a limb or something, and then beat you with it.
Ha, good luck.
One day. One day.
Don't worry, we all have our own delusions.
Delusions.
You land one hit and then you start getting cocky. Don't get ahead of yourself.
I'm not saying that I'm gonna be able to do it tomorrow. I'm not that dumb.
Yeah, no, you're a smart kid.
Just making progress is all I'm saying. All I'm saying is one day, it might be a century in the future, but one day, I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna rip off your arm. I'm going to beat you with it.
I look forward to that day.
It'd be a great day for me.
Yeah. I didn't know you could still dream. It's so nice to hear.
It's more than just a dream. It's a promise.
I'll hold you to it.
And Kyle will offer a hug.
There's a moment of hesitation, mostly because she's not the big, touchy-feely type.
Come on, I know you want to.
You're such a weird kid. And she will lean into the hug, give him a light pat on his back.
He'll give her a big hug and then lift her off the ground for a bit. Not in like I'm going to suplex you, just being like, "Hi, you're. This is a hug now. Yeah, you can't skip the hug." And then we'll put her down.
Okay, just a minute. You're gonna get kicked to the gut,
Oh,
and you're taking two superficial damage.
what was that for?
I don't like being lifted. Put me down.
You could have just said that.
Yeah, well, you lifted me before I had a chance to say anything.
And then you could have said it in the air. And I would have put you down.
It's a reflex.
Uh, uh, you'll, you'll just let go of her and then chop her
She'll
in the forehead.
she'll kind of wave off your hand. I knew this Duskborn from like out west who thought air jail was the best thing he'd ever invented. I don't like being lifted.
Cal was so confused. What?
Don't worry about it.
What is air jail? Have you been in? What was? Have you been to air jail?
Sometimes when you scare a Duskborn, they can make you fly. And I don't like it.
They can make you fly, like a good fly or bad fly.
Well, I mean, if you don't want to fly and you are flying, or you
Okay,
are
bad fly.
in the air, it's bad fly.
Huh. Okay. I mean, that's cool, I think. Or bad. I have no idea.
I didn't like it.
Wait, what did you do to get air jail in the first place?
I scared him. I didn't intentionally scare him. I think he was just jumping.
Knowing you're terrifying, so you probably didn't mean to, but I could definitely see you scaring people by accident.
Yeah.
Well, this was fine. Nah, I need to go
Cal,
heal and hunt. Yes.
give me a wits and awareness.
Okay. 3.
Okay. You will see Mitch looking around, a little worried.
Cal was assigned to him. Are you okay?
He will sign back. Should probably leave.
Cal let to Moon. We should probably leave for some reason.
And she'll look around and she'll listen for a moment. She'll close her eyes. Her nostrils will flare. You can kind of feel this like weird pulse come out from her. Like she's using a sort of power. It's not one that you fully recognize, but it is something that she has done before. And she'll nod. Yeah, we should start heading out. Mitch, take the front. Cal, you're in the middle. She'll push you.
Okay, I'll do it. He'll take up the middle, confused but on guard.
Go ahead and roll me a wits plus survival as y'all are getting out of here. You get 2 teamwork dice.
Ooh, that is a massive pool. Uh, 5, 6. 6.
As you are going along, you get some help from your sire and from your blood uncle. Y'all manage to navigate to some of the walking trails in the park. And Mitch makes sure to stay close to you. Moon, however, lags a little bit behind, just as she is keeping an eye out. And then you hear it. You hear this growl. And it chills you to your core. Once again, you feel like prey. You feel like someone who has come under the watchful eye predator. And then you feel Mitch's hand reach back and grab yours, and he starts running.
Cal will follow.
You allow him to pull you along?
Yes.
Okay. Mitch will run and run and keep going till he is completely out of the park. With your hand tight in his. Do you look back?
Yes.
As you look back, you will see Moon running. You will see this massive hulking thing. You have never seen something like this before. It is vicious. It looks like something straight out of a movie. I'm going to spoiler it, but it is the middle picture of this one.
Okay. What the fuck?
And you watch one massive hand come down and slam into you, Moon. And you see her claws draw out. And she is dragged back into the forest. Mitch is still dragging you along, still running. You hear a loud howl go out into the night. Mitch is taking you to his car. Are you resisting?
Yeah, a little bit. And Cal's just trying to get their attention and be like, we can't leave her.
Mitch can't speak back. His hands are occupied, but he is continuing to pull you along.
Cal's gonna stop.
Okay, give me
He's
a
gonna-
strength plus athletics.
And, here we go. Oh, I'm at 200. Okay, 2.
Okay. He's gonna risk it. Okay. You try and stop, you try and dig in your heels. But Mitch has a surprisingly determined amount of strength. Maybe it's the fear. Maybe it's something. You're not entirely sure. But he all but throws the car into drive. He throws you into the passenger seat, locks the doors, and throws the car into drive. And he starts to speed out of there.
Gonna look back to see if he can see anything.
Give me a wits and awareness.
I'm gonna risk a blood search. I do get hungrier. Hunger 3. Oh, okay. 4, 5, 6. 7 with a crit.
Okay. As you were looking back, and you were seeing just the tail end of Moon being dragged back into the wood, you distinctly remember the conversation that you had with her before. I'm gonna rip your arm off and beat you with it. You see that thing rip her arm out from its socket and hold it up above itself. And you watch her go for its throat. And that's all you see as you are pulling out. What's going on in Gal's head?
Uh, a lot. He is so unbelievably angry and sad, and he wanted to go back to help, but got forced into the car, and he's just frustrated. He feels useless again.
Okay. Mitch doesn't say anything. He doesn't sign anything as he is driving back. He drives you back to your haven with Moon. If you don't try and stop him or try and pull over the car and make an extreme.
Oh, Cal. Cal's not going to. He realizes if he tries, they might get injured or damaged, and it's very clear that Mitch isn't going to stop. So it just would have been a fight, and Cal can't risk that fight with how hungry he is.
He will usher you up into the apartment that y'all have taken up. And once y'all are in there, he is going to start pacing in the living room.
Oh, actually, something Cal would have done on the way there is that he's going to call the sheriff, or at least message the sheriff with the location.
Okay. So you're going to tell her you saw a big hulking monster at Fairmont Park?
Yep. And Moon is there fighting it.
Okay.
But Cal is going to assign what was that thing.
You give me a what's an insight?
Hunger 3. Fuck. That's 5 with unfixable my secret.
Okay. Let me look something up. Hold on a minute. Okay. I know what's gonna happen now. With 5 with a crit, you'd be able to tell that Mitch is terrified. His hands are shaking. He's pacing around the room in circles. He's got his fists up to his chest, and he's got that white ermine, kind of like curled around the back of his neck. His body is hunched in on itself. And as you are looking at him, you realize this man made you break, made you go against one of your core morals, something you hold very deep to your chest. And I'm hitting you with the harm compulsion.
Oh, son of a bitch.
You are allowed to resist, but you will be receiving a 2 dice penalty to all actions not immediately resulting in him, because it's focused on Mitch, on hurting him, either psychologically or physically.
Okay. Cal's going to move in front of him, stop him from pacing, and is going to sign again. What was that thing? A little bit more angrily this time.
He will kind of stop and jolt. He will raise his. He'll kind of sign back. Wolf.
Wolf? That thing wasn't a wolf.
And he'll start to finger spell. Garou.
That looked like an abomination of a creature.
He'll nod in agreement.
More
Don't
than one.
usually look like that.
Okay, question, storyteller. Am I still blood-bonded to Moon?
Yes.
If the character dies, don't I know that technically because the bloodbond would break out of character?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, gotcha. Cal doesn't know that. He's just angry.
Nope.
He's going to kind of like look a bit more angry and is going to keep signing. We left her. And then points to his chest. You left her.
How are you doing this exactly? Like, describe it for me.
He'll sign and then will poke his, like, he'll be like, you left her, poke his chest. And then, no, he said, we left her, poked his chest with like two fingers. And then we'll sign, no, you left her, and we'll poke his chest again.
Give me a charisma plus intimidation.
I have none of that. That's all hunger die, baby. Okay, that's not good. That's one success with a BCO fail.
Okay. You'll see him kind of stare at you for a moment, and there is genuine hurt comes across his face. And he pulls away and he kind of curls away from you. I will say that your harm compulsion has been.
Yay. How
Good
now
job,
feels
you hurt his
bad.
feelings. Good job, you hurt his feelings.
That was my plan. I didn't want to physically hurt him, but wanted to mentally hurt him. Now Cal immediately feels bad. He's gonna walk over and like lean down and just put a gentle hand on his shoulder and just come back and sign and say, I'm sorry. He's gonna walk away to give him time.
Mitch will nod, and then he'll continue his pacing.
Cal's going to see if where Acorn is.
Give me what's an investigation.
Oh god, oh blood die again. Sweet. Oh, blood die and one die. Let's go. Okay, that's one.
You don't see him.
Fuck. Cal's gonna call out Acorn.
You start looking around. You let out that chittering sound that you always do when you use feral whispers to speak with your familis. There's no response.
Hey, Cal's slowly having a panic attack. He's just gonna just frustratedly, probably he's just frustratedly now pacing himself because he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't have a familis. He doesn't have a sire. He doesn't know what to do.
How do you remain there, boiling in your frustration? Or do you go out and try to hunt?
Uh, he's gonna hide.
Where does he usually go hunt when he's out here in the city? I mean,
Uh,
your apartment isn't too far deep into the city. This apartment isn't very deep into the city. It's probably like near the very edge of Camarilla territory. It's like near one park. Like I
probably,
imagine that the apartment complex is probably near the park.
yeah, probably the park near his apartment complex.
Okay. You probably either go there or you go out into East Fairmont. Go ahead and give me a composure plus animal, Ken.
Oh. I'm gonna spend willpower because that was garbage. That's bitter. That is 3.
Okay. This far out in a park for animals, it's not difficult for you to find a couple of animals just like your hunger down to 1. Do you stay out here in the park?
Probably not. He's just gonna eat and then immediately just kind of head back because he's just like, I don't want to be in the park right now.
Okay. As you are starting to head back, give me another wits and awareness. Remember, you are at hunger 1 now.
Okay. 4.
You hear chittering.
Cal's gonna chitter back. Acorn?
The chittering doesn't sound like acorns chittering, but it is a squirrel's or a chipmunk's chittering.
Okay, I'm gonna rouse for Feral Whispers.
Okay, go ahead, give me your rolls.
Okay, I do not get on here.
Good.
And Kyle will chitter back. Hey, buddy, are you okay?
No, there are scary things over in the big park.
Yeah, I know. Did you
Me
see
and my
anything?
brethren must go underground.
What did you see?
I didn't see anything. I heard it, and I smell. It smells bad.
Yeah, probably is. Well, you and your brother take care of yourselves, okay?
Yes, must go take care of new brethren.
New brethren? Who's your new brethren?
New squirrel. Never met this one. But he's scared. So he must be taken care of. We have many rations.
Can you take me to this new squirrel?
There's a very deeply scrutinizing look from this fat little squirrel as it stares at you.
I'll give you
Go
nuts.
ahead and give me a charisma plus animal kin. Offering bribery will lower your difficulty.
That's 5.
Nice. He takes your nuts. He takes the nuts. And he will kind of start leading you further back into the park. And you'll hear some chittering from within a tree. And you'll recognize one of the voices. See the head of a little black squirrel poke its head out. And he jumps out and latches onto your front and promptly dives into one of your inside of your jacket pocket.
Hey, buddy. And he'll pat the pocket and we'll open it up. Are you okay?
No, I don't like it here. Can we go?
Yeah, we can go. Do you want to say bye to your chipmunk friend?
Bye. Bye, brother.
Cow is just gonna give some more nuts to the chipmunk. And be like, thank you.
Acorn is just going to huddle very tightly into a ball in your pocket and shiver.
Gonna put my hand in the pocket so he can cuddle up to my hand, and I'll head back.
You said there wouldn't be anything else scary.
I didn't think that was gonna be there, honestly.
That was so scary.
I know, I was scared too. I'm sorry I left you, buddy. I didn't mean to.
Don't do it again.
Okay, just stay close. Okay? If something bad happens, just stay close.
That was really close. And then y'all were running. And I couldn't keep up.
I'll make sure to get you next time, okay?
There's gonna be a next time?
Hopefully not, but in my life it might be.
He kind of curls into your hand. But you can feel him like he tucks back into a ball in the palm of your hand. And he starts to shiver again.
You, buddy. I'm sorry.
He doesn't say anything in response.
Yeah, he's gonna head back. He's so sad.
Mm-hmm. So you head back to Yoon Moon's Haven. Is there anything else you'd like to do tonight? Would you like to heal any of that damage you've taken?
He'll try.
I currently have you at. Do you have like 3 superficial or is it 2?
I'm at 3. I'm at 3 superficial because I took the. I healed. I would have had 4, but I healed one earlier.
Okay.
So I will do.
Go ahead and give me those rouse checks.
Do it one at a time just in case. Okay, first one is a pass. Next one is a fail.
Okay.
I'm not gonna heal the last one. I'm gonna wait till the morning to see if I fail or pass my rouse check.
Okay. And you're gonna go into torpor at hunger too?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure. Alright, is there anything else you'd like to do with this session?
Just message Sarah, be like, basically it's just being like, are they okay? And if he doesn't get an answer, he's probably going to be staring at his phone until he falls in the doorbell.
Okay. Did you give the sheriff a description of the thing that you saw?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
I tried to give as clear details as I possibly can.
Okay. Well, I will end the event, and I'll dismiss the bot.